Gentlemen, unfortunately, I was gonna try to make a live today in the studio, but unfortunately, I'm in the gym working out, and I'm working out a little longer than what I anticipated. I know it's a little late right now on the East Coast. I'm really sorry. It's West Coast. It's 10 p.m. right now. I'm in the sauna, so we're doing a sauna talk here. Got a little light up dot. So good old sauna talk. I just wanted to just kind of mention a couple things that are very important. I think. Okay. So as you saw today, I have another phone here. Um, as you saw, the market ripped today. Clover did pretty well in the intraday. After hours, there was a little bit some profit taking. You go ahead and look at Clove stock. It went up to $3.23. After hours, $3.21. It went as high as $3.29, and it went pretty much up it went up maybe 8 to 10%, like 9%, from the bottom of $3. And I told you guys, given the research that we did, that looked at the volatility index and VIX. If you haven't watched that video, I recommend watching that video yesterday. It's very important. Please watch that video because it shows you the games that Wall Street plays, right? Again, I'm in the sauna talk, right? So it shows you the game that Wall Street plays. And the thing is, we knew this. We knew the game that we're playing, and we're like, this is a buy the dip opportunity. And on average, the bottoming process anywhere is between 0 to 6 days and potentially 9 days. So I do believe the Santa Claus rally is intact. I do believe that it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to. It could be in January too, right? What's going on, Patrick? How you doing? How you doing? All right. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to just point to something regarding an analyst price target. We talked a little bit about it. I'm going to talk about this again tomorrow because I think it's very important. But I want to end the day and the end of trading week talking about this because this is truly important. Okay. So a couple days ago, we had a price target up to $6, and unfortunately, a lot of people brushed it off. Now, Matt Hewitt from Craig-Hallum, he stated a couple things that are very incredibly important, okay? I'm going to read them to you, okay? He said that with a better star rating, this is what he said when he assigned a price target of $6. He said, with a better star rating, a key competitor stumbling, he's talking about Humana. A key competitor stumbling, he is talking about Humana, right? And heightened focus on reducing medical costs, aka DOGE, right? The Department of Government Efficiency. And heightened focus on reducing medical costs to see accelerating revenue and cash flows and earnings, aka we're going to make a lot of money, okay? The price is going to go high, in my opinion, not financial advice. Folks that are there, drop a like. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, considering this is a sauna live. Doesn't have my normal studio gear, right? YouTube doesn't really like these videos. Then he said something that I really like. He said, as a relatively undiscovered company, gains increased market awareness. Company gains increased market awareness. We expect shares to continue their upward trajectory. So he literally said, with a better star rating, he said, as a relatively undiscovered company, gains increased market awareness. So listen, screw what he said. Because it's hard to freaking read and do a live, and it's hot as hell in here. Listen, okay? He said that nobody knows about Clover. Nobody knows about Clover. This is an undiscovered company. And because when he says undiscovered, most people say, oh, it's a meme stock, it's garbage. Humana is tumbling. Humana is dying. Humana is failing right now, okay? And what's happening right now is this thing's going to go to the moon, okay? This thing's literally about to take off, and he literally said this undiscovered company is about to gain momentum and traction, okay? So I'm very excited for the future. Whatever these market drops, and if you got emotional and if you started trying to do all these speculative trades, there's no place. You're not an investor. Right, you are a trader, okay, and it's just we showed the data, right, and again, data doesn't have to repeat themselves, but it surely does sometimes, right? Let me drink some water. Oh yeah, you guys still hear me? Is this phone still working, or is this gonna blow up on my face? You know what's funny? iPhone 13 was able to handle the sauna. But I think this new iPhone can't handle anything. Short Apple. I'm just kidding. All right, let me see here. So let's do. You guys can still hear me. I'm gonna check on this phone here to see if this even works.
Hey, options traders, want to start finding killer trades?
I'm waiting. I'm watching here to see.
Free report is just for you.
Give me a moment. Okay, good. It's working. All right, good. All right, so now we can go ahead and talk in peace. So this price target was initiated for $6, okay? And ultimately, they specifically said, awesome, that's good, Patrick, I just saw your message. They specifically stated that the revenues is going to be accelerating, so growth is going to come back. So what happens to our intrinsic value calculation once you increase the growth rate, right? They said that free cash flow is going to be accelerating, so what's going to happen to the average free cash flow, right? Q4, I believe that they're going to hit finally fiscal year free cash flow positivity. And the goal now is to look at when it's going to be net income positive. But overall, the analyst said that this is fairly an undiscovered company. And once it becomes discovered, then it's going to blow up, right? And again, $6 price target at $3, that's 100% gain on top of the already gain from 60 cents. Now, if you go to 60 cents to $6, that's a 10 bagger. That's 1,000% gain, right? So what we're going to basically start seeing now is once they hit profitability, and that's going to be the next goal, right? We're going to see increased institutional ownership, okay? Between now and then, it's going to be choppy. I implore you to look at Tesla when it was free cash flow positive but net income negative. I implore you to look at Enphase when it was free cash flow positive and net income negative. It's a volatile company, right? They're going to try within. I mean, just look what happened to Tesla. Even when it's free cash flow positive and net income positive, that thing dropped a lot, and now all of a sudden it went back up, and everyone and their mama wants it, right? Or just look at Palantir when it was at $6.55, or look at Root, which is what stock we've been talking about on the stock terminal, right? The point is, and again, I really wanted to make a live right now. I really apologize that I'm not in my studio, but I was swimming and working out, taking care of my health here, right? I've been pushing it last and trying to get back into it. Burned a lot of calories today. Really excited. Got in the sauna, right? About to hit up into the steam room. I can't take this in the steam room. Certainly, I can't take this in the sauna. But the point that I'm trying to say is that this year was the proof of concept for Clover, right? We love you wherever you are. I appreciate you, Patrick. And again, it shows you how much I care about you, because I was looking at the time. I'm like, by the time I come home, it'll probably be like 10:45 Arizona time. And then by the time I eat or whatever, it's going to be like midnight before I start live. So let's just start it here. Get it over with, right? Because again, we want to finish off this. We're going to talk about this again tomorrow, but I just wanted to just kind of finish off the trading week and said, on Wednesday, stocks fell, right? Stocks fell. VIX went up 74%. We looked at the history when the VIX went up more than 60%. We found 4 to 5 occurrences. And we pretty much basically found that within, let me go into the racket room. This is called the racket room here. I don't know if you guys can see it here. It's a nice racket room here. A little racket room here. A nice little personalized room. All right, so the point, can you hear me with all this echo? So the point that I'm trying to say is that the market was falling, and everyone and their mama was saying, this is going to basically crash, okay? Even people on CNBC, they were basically saying crash. I don't know if there's the echo in here. It might be a little distorted. I don't want to, right? So, and we were saying, no, the VIX collapses when it usually spikes up like this. It's just a panic sell. People watched the video I made yesterday. This is Fugazi. They want retail investors to sell. And if you look at the dumb money, smart money graph, you'll see that actually retail investors, dumb money sold and smart money bought, which is unfortunate, right? We can't help all of them. Now, granted, I could go ahead and go on the top of my lungs and go on Mount Everest and scream this, and people are still going to sell, because that's just the mentality. So I guess, what can we do? We can go on YouTube. We can try to educate. We can try to, maybe help out a couple people. I mean, if we help one people out, that's fine. But ultimately, sadly, this is going to be kind of sad, and I'm going to say this, But those people that have sold, we bought their shares, right? In fact, people on our stock terminal, Gordon was saying, I bought those people. I bought retail investors' shares. I bought them, right? And he's one of the biggest stockholders we have. I think he has like 3-4 million shares. So he has a lot of shares for Clover. It's such a sad thing that's happened, but it can be an opportunity. And retail investors selling, it's fine. You know what I mean? Take advantage of it, right? Take advantage, because it's ultimately that's what you need to do, right? Wealth gets passed from the impatient to the patient, and sadly, these people were impatient. They saw it spike. They're like, "Oh my God, it's going to go to 250," and if it did, great, we'll buy more. But they're just not. They don't see the long term. If there was any time to sell Clover, because what ends up happening is when someone who hasn't made money before starts making money, they have this thing where they're like, "Oh my God, I made this money. I don't want to lose it," right? In my opinion, and this is what I tell myself in front of the mirror when I talk to myself, when I say, "You are beautiful." I don't do that, right? It's self-affirmation. I don't do that, right? But when I talk to myself in my mind, I say to myself, I'm like, listen, out of all the times that you could sell Clover, this is the worst time to sell, because you worked so freaking hard during this bear market. You literally felt suffering for how many months and years. And all of a sudden, this thing's finally going to intrinsic value, right? This thing's finally going to intrinsic value. And then all of a sudden, you're going to go ahead and just go sell? All that hard work? Come on, right? So unfortunately, a lot of retail investors are going to do that. They're going to be shaken out. I mean, just go see yourself. Go see yourself the institutional ownership of other companies. You ever ask yourself, why is it 60%, 70%? Because retail investors don't know how to calculate the intrinsic value of a stock. They don't know. What they did is they sold Palantir at $40. They sold it at $30, and they sold it at $40. And now it's at $80. And they sold out. And now we're going to start seeing Palantir shareholders. A lot of them are going to be institutions, because a lot of retail investors sold out, sadly. They sold out. And because they didn't know how to calculate the value. Because everyone knows the price of everything but the value of nothing. You could go ahead and look up the stock of Clover right now, and you think that's the value, right? In my opinion, you are very uneducated, right? No, that's not the value. That price is not real, right? Because the price hasn't been realized yet. Because just like what that analyst was saying, it's an undiscovered company. And once it starts generating free cash flow on a fiscal year basis, it's going to show up on the Bloomberg terminals, okay? And everyone's going to freak out, right? And the institutions are going to dial down. Trust me, we're already starting to see it now, right? And Renaissance Technology figured it out, right? Because they saw, the pattern. There's a pattern to this, right? And I hope that people on the lifetime access are starting to see the pattern that I'm trying to teach, right? We don't do it automatically like Renaissance, which is $1 billion software. I'm teaching you how to do it manually, but letting you know in the background, I am working on that software. It's going to take time, but I am working on it, right? This is a lot of computation. But the difference between what Jim Simmons didn't have and I had is I have AI, right? So I think we might be able to beat him. But that's a whole different story. That's like a 10-year game, right? So there's that, okay? The second thing is, or the third thing I lost honestly track, is people that joined our stock terminal and lifetime access. We had a lot of people join this week because we have our our New Year sale, right? Congratulations, thank you. But only like a few of you integrated. Make sure you go to stock terminal integration and put in your integration username and sign in so you can get access to the stock terminal data. It has 2.5 billion outputs of institutionally graded data. But here's the thing, for folks that even have signed in, you guys are missing out. There's a place called Research Edge. Research Edge is where I put my research. Read it, okay? Remember, I have access to a Bloomberg terminal, okay? Bloomberg terminals cost $2,000 a month. There's also a premium package in Bloomberg that you can get access to even special data that cost even more, okay? That, unfortunately, I can't give you screenshots, but I take, because that's illegal, right? But I take that data and I create my own thesis. And I put my own thesis and I put it in the Research Edge. So you understand the level of resources you have access to, right? I'm tapped into rooms that are of institutional investors and institutional hedge funds. I hear what they talk about. right? I'm in those rooms in terms of seeing what's in there. I say what I hear and I internalize it and break it down into first principles and I put it in Research Edge. So folks that purchase the lifetime access, you're not gaining it because you're like, yes, I secured it. When I have time, I'll go ahead and I'll look in it later. No, integrate yourself. Use the freaking product. You paid for it, right? So anyway, again, the whole point of this is to push you guys into there because you guys can use it. I mean, that's the whole point, right? What the hell we built this thing for, right? And for folks that are interested in wanting to join, please integrate yourself. I get it. The sales, this prices are going to go up because this is expensive. Like this is the amount of data we're putting in. If you were to just calculate what's easily calculatable, which is the bots and everything, you'll see how much that cost, right? Already that cost anywhere between with everything else, maybe if you with our data and our API and the way that we create our own API systems that comes from data sourcing and everything that we have with the data from Al Stock Trade's Brain Machine, all that I would say if you add it all together, that anywhere is between 850 to 1,000, let alone what we have available on Research Edge, portfolio hedging modeling system, all that. I mean, it's crazy. Like we're talking the $3,000 to $4,000 or $5,000 a month, right? So that's what's available in a month. That's what's available on the terminal. So take advantage, right? Those cheeks are mighty red from the sauna. Did you have your 2X cold brew? No, I did not. In fact, I haven't. I usually space them out because then if I drink it every day, cholesterol goes up. And also, by the way, shout out to Dish. Dish taught me that one. But also it doesn't work. So I try to space it out. Best investment of your life. No, yeah. Thank you, Patrick. And that's the thing, right? I listen. Okay. What I did is I created this lifetime thing and I put in, how when you stuff a turkey, you take a turkey and you stuff it. I stuffed this with as much as the turkey can handle, right? And Discord is like, come on, we have more space, we can handle more. I'm gonna continue adding more and more and more until Discord tells me that you can't put in much data in here. And by the way, they don't have a limit, right? So that's the beauty of this, right? So like what we said on Wednesday, Wall Street tried to bait us, they tried to trick us. We caught their trick, the market went up, you saw it, right? But still the bottoming process takes 6 to 9 days. So just, 0 to 6 days, but it could be 9 days, standard deviation. If you look at the disease scores, you'll be able to see it. Also IWM, small cap, same thing, right? So I'm very excited, right? And have fun on Friday. Enjoy yourselves, right? We did great. And sorry for the East Coast folks. My apologies, this is my time. But that's it, right? So I do believe we're going to see Clover more than $5 in the year 2025. I do believe, let me say one more thing too. I do believe the majority of the gains that are going to be met in the market is going to be the first half of 2025. I'm in East Coast. I'm so sorry, Praj. I'll cut the video short. I'm so sorry. So the majority of the gains are going to be met in the first half of 2025, meaning that we could get a correction midway point in 2025. You heard what I just said? We could get a correction this year in 2025. I think on the year basis, a year from now, we may be in correction territory. I think so, right? Again, that's just speculation, but it's backed by some data that shows me the probability that we're going to be up is going to be slightly hindered. So I think it goes back to the projection that I said. We're going to get our beautiful rally. We're going to make some money. Then we're going to make some really good money in the beginning 6 months, and we're going to lose a little bit, and we're going to gain a little bit at the end. But that second half, that second half, there's going to be a correction. And that's if you just run the probabilities out and run when the market's up 20% year end backwards with 2 back-to-back years of 20%. You'll see that. Just run that simulation, right? Folks that have access to Bloomberg, you guys can run those simulations. But again, retail investors don't have access to that. And who has $2,000 a month laying around to do that? It's unfortunate, right? But luckily, we democratize financial literacy. And by the time, the beautiful part is by the time you enter the stock journal, the amount of information you're learning, I mean, the course is only like 5% complete. But by you just learning and reading the Research Edge, we learned about the quad witching, right? You learned about all of these different types of things, the move index versus the VIX. These are tiny little gems that we're putting in the Research Edge that people are catching on and are like, oh, I'm learning, right? So again, you guys were with me during a bear market, and now you guys are going to be with me with a bull market. And all we need to do together now is we need to be together in a recession. and you have the trifecta. Then you guys you'll have a lot of under your belt. You guys will be like experts at that point, right? You guys will be good, right? So you guys will be good. Love you, man. No matter what time it is, I appreciate you. It's a cup and handle pattern. That's good to see. That's good to see, Varun. As you can see, guys, it's Friday night. It shows you how much I care about you guys. I'm trying to create the biggest, excuse my language, but I'm trying to create the biggest finger to the upper class Wall Street. They've been tirelessly taking money from the poor, and they've been abusing the middle class. And I figured out exactly how they make money, and I'm just trying to share it with all of you guys. And you guys can look at my videos, and you guys can look at my life, and you can see kind of, I before this, I distributed food to the homeless, and I distributed food to the most poorest people in Arizona. I distributed millions of pounds of fresh produce. I got congressional award and everything. Now, instead of produce, I'm distributing the data that Wall Street's using, right? Because I just felt like I'm helping the poor. I'm giving all this produce to them, but like they just got bigger. The poor became more, and I'm like, am I really helping? Yeah, I'm helping them eat, but like I'm not solving the issue. So how do you solve the issue? You got to teach the middle class how to make money. You got to teach the poor how to make money, and how do you do that? Is education. Because what did I do with my life? I got education, and it took me from I came to this city with nothing, right? So you know what I mean? So yeah, I love you guys a lot, and it's just education's changed my life, and the goal is we have internet. I mean, this phone. You think back in the day we had a phone this powerful to do a live? Come on, what the fuck? I have 5G. You know how impressive that is, right? So anywho, we have the tech to democratize this information, in which we're all like connected on a neural net basis, and we can all share information fast, just like that, how fast we share information. I love the stock terminal. I love you guys in there. We become family, and it's just become like I'm on there. It's so sad, sometimes I talk, Michelle, I talk to you guys sometimes more than I talk to Michelle. Like Michelle doesn't even want to hear about my stock market stuff. She's like, ew, go talk to your group. Like, come on, right? I talk to you guys more, right? So this is the community we're building, right? So very excited for the future. We're about to, engage in this bull market. We'll see how long it'll last. I think there's going to be some minor corrections along the way, but ultimately those are healthy, right? And I think there might be one coming in 2025, right? I'm not selling, right? Doesn't mean for them to go, right? But again, not financial advice. You do what's best for you, because it's personalized. It's personalized to you, right? You do what's best for you, right? All I'm saying is I'm just documenting my life. I'm supplying data. And for folks that want to join this journey of figuring out, I'm still learning. I'm still a student of the market, right? And I've been a student for more than 10 years, but still, right? And my work ethic is quite different. How do I say this? I work about 3 to 5 times harder than the normal person, right? So 1 month for me of hard work is equivalent to 5 months of the average population. So I think with my over 10 years of information, I think I have 50 years worth of experience in terms of just the amount of brute force. I mean, you guys see me in Thanksgiving. What the hell was I doing, right? Like I'm just, it's just pure focus and brute force. Elon Musk said this: if you can work about 2 times harder than the average human, what you can accomplish in 6 months is what someone can accomplish in a year. And what you can do in a year, it'll be 2 years. 5 years will be 10 years for someone. So that's kind of what I'm getting to there. But I'm still a student. I'm still learning, right? I'm still learning. There's things that I don't even know about, what the quant stuff and all this other stuff that they're doing, that unfortunately they keep hush to themselves in terms of what Citadel is doing. I don't know nothing about what they're doing, right? That's a whole different line of business again, because who the hell wants to teach that, right? But in terms of Warren Buffett type investing, looking at in the long term, I think I've mastered that to an adequate level, right? And you guys can see it from the videos we've created, and also for people that are in the lifetime access. You've seen the miracles we're able to do on Research Edge. So I remember when you played basketball together. Oh yeah, Michelle. Yeah, Patrick. Remember when we were on doing the Meet Me? We used to play live and play basketball together. He was there. Yeah, remember those? Yeah, we're gonna get back to those days, by the way. Man, you see how life is short. So at the end of the day, yeah, we talk about money a lot. It's a long time. It's been a long time. I know we talk about money a lot and everything, but ultimately it's moments like this, what we just shared, Patrick, that makes life worth it. You know what I mean? It's like, because, you don't take nothing with you. But ultimately, you do need some form of money to be able to live in a healthier neighborhood that is able to, you'll be able to walk your dog and stuff without having gunshots, So again, I went to Memphis, Tennessee. I saw that area. It's a very sad area. Very, it's upsetting area. There's a lot of crime and it's not fair. And hopefully the darkest places in the United States find this video, and also all over the world. We're getting people from all over the, Germany, Europe, Canada, Belgium, Netherlands, people from all over the world coming in. So I'm very excited. Love you guys a lot. I'm going to go step in the steam room. And that's it, guys. I mean, that's, at the end of the day, you put God first, and, this is what happens. I can't wait to meet you guys all. This is going to be very exciting. Happy holidays. I love all of you guys. Yeah, nerds for life. Absolutely. There it is. Nerd for life. Oh, man. Oh, that takes me back. And, oh, man. You see, that's the beautiful part about technology. The world was shut down. I was at Mayo Clinic during that time. I went to Mayo Clinic. Yeah, those good times. Yeah, I hate snow. That was tough. But now I'm doing cryo. Oh, it's getting cold. All right, guys. Love you a lot. And,
had free cryo at Mayo.
yeah, free cryo Mayo. Yeah, literally. The beautiful part is we're doing it together. That's the beautiful part. We're doing it together. I remember you on the treadmill. Yeah, I had the treadmill. We were walking and talking and everything. Oh man, it's good, guys. It's good. Yeah. Well, with the 100x reading, yeah. So that's what I'm saying, Patrick. In terms of the level at which I consume knowledge is a little bit different. It's weird. I consume knowledge a little different than folks. But the beautiful part is it's not about how much you have. It's about what you do with what you have, right? So and that's what we're doing. Now we have all the data and we're democratizing it. And that's I think this is going to help a lot. I mean, we're already seeing people's lives changed, which is insane, right? That's what I live for. That's why I went into medicine. I want to be a positive impact, right? No, I love you, Patrick. No, you're not keeping me at all. This is fun. You're not keeping me at all. I'm having a good time. So love you a lot, man. I can't wait to meet you. This is, huh? Yeah, hell yeah. No, this is good. And then this, I'm speechless. I mean, think about it. You know where I came from, So it's good to see, right? So I love you guys a lot, and this is what life is all about, right? Is creating a legacy. Now all of you guys are going to teach your kids how to invest like this in terms of the intrinsic value, right? So I think we're doing God's work. So, all right, love you guys a lot. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow if I have some time. I think I'll be able to squeeze it live and just to kind of reiterate what I said and put it into kind of words. But I think we're doing good. I think we're good. I think we know that we know the game plan. So, all right. So yeah, God bless you guys. Yeah, right here. I got to press.